Hi, I'm Eric, and today we're outside in beautiful Frederick County. We're going to meet an educator whose passion for the outside and eagerness to share it with our students is something that inspires them every day. Let's go track him down and meet him. We are here today at Cunningham Falls State Park, one of our many beautiful classrooms here outside in Frederick County. And I have to say, this is probably one of the most beautiful spots where we've been privileged to interview one of our colleagues here in the school system. Brett, it is a pleasure being here with you today. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to be here.
Nice to be here with you. So Brett, you are one of our outdoor school teachers.
Yes.
And you've been in that role for many years now here in Frederick County. And we're going to talk a little bit about what you do and what the rest of our outdoor school team does as well. Before we get into that, you've been a teacher for several years, and before you served in this role, you taught first, fourth, and fifth grade?
Yeah, I was an elementary classroom teacher where I taught those grade levels. I did that for 9 years, and then I got an opportunity to be an outdoor school teacher, and it has been fantastic.
I'm sure. I've actually been on a couple of those field trips in fifth grade, and it is a phenomenal trip, and we have outstanding teachers working with our fifth and sixth graders in outdoor school.
Yes, we do.
So can you talk a little bit about the history of outdoor school here in Frederick County?
Yeah, outdoor school started in the 1950s as a residential overnight program where students came to the Catoctin Mountains and they stayed for a week. And as the decades came and the program evolved and changed, in the 90s, we went to a day program. And so since the mid 90s, we've been running this program, meeting our fifth and sixth graders.
So talk a little bit about what the program looks like now since it's evolved in the 50s.
Our goal is to get kids outside. And since the 1950s, I believe it's been the same. Get kids outside and give them an experience that they can't get in the classroom. Our classroom teachers do amazing things. We extend that, and we give our students and our teachers and our parents an opportunity to get out here and explore. And we use real life situations for our kids to have an engaging, enriched experience that they'll remember forever.
Right. I appreciate that. And it makes me think back to when I was a fifth grade teacher. I remember teaching the geology science unit back then and doing that instruction in class, but then having the opportunity to be with you all for a day on a field trip where we're going to different spots within the county to bring that particular content to life.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about what that looks like in the work that you all do in fifth grade and what that looks like in sixth grade?
Sure. In fifth grade and sixth, we take an interdisciplinary approach. We are science trained, but we have the ability to teach social studies, language arts, math. We use our program to hit all our major course areas. We want to build kids who love outdoors, but we want them to learn that all of this is connected. And we want them to have a place in the world where they know all those things come together and it's not just by subject. For our fifth graders, we give a day and a half geology experience, complements our Earth Systems unit. Those kids get to collect rocks and minerals from throughout the county. They get to explore places like Fountain Rock Park, the C&O Canal National Historical Park, and one of our favorite places is Sugarloaf Mountain down in the southern part of the county. So that serves as one of our biggest highlights. In our sixth grade program, we focus on ecosystems and water studies. So we get a chance to get our kids outside and they do deer population surveys, salamander surveys. They do water studies where they do use scientific tools to test the water and find out if we have a healthy stream, healthy creeks, healthy waterways, and how that affects the biodiversity and how that plays a part in having a good ecosystem.
So Brett, we know you don't work in isolation. You're part of a team of 4 outdoor school teachers. Can you talk a little bit about the team and the work that you all do to bring our students outside into the outdoor classroom every day?
Absolutely. We have a staff of 4 certified teachers, licensed teachers, who also have CDLs. So we can teach, we can drive a bus, we get to take our kids out and about. Our staff is very dedicated, very smart, very good with kids. They love being outside and they're able to share that with our students. We have to run a lot of logistics, and the flexibility of our staff is paramount to us being able to pull a successful program. As we work together, all of our teachers work off each other. When someone has a great idea, we all notice. And we share those ideas. We help each other make our program better. So we're consistently working together, sharing ideas, trying new things, finding what works, and seeing how we can make each other more successful.
The communication and coordination Brett and his team do to be prepared for the arrival of students is commendable. Brett shared his love for being outside, and the fact that he and his team get to share that love with our students, inspiring the next generation with some saying they want to be an educator, specifically an outdoor school teacher, or they want to be a biologist, or they want to be a park ranger, or they want to take care of these spaces. During this school year, Brett and his team will have seen over 7,000 students, approximately 160 teachers, and 600 to 700 chaperones, providing our students the ability to be outside and giving them a shared experience. What Brett does on a daily basis is essential to Frederick County Public Schools. So I have two more questions for you. My first one is, what do you love most about the work that you do?
I love giving this shared experience. I love being able to get these kids outside and provide them this opportunity that many of them wouldn't get. I love at the end of the day knowing that so many things had to go into place to make this day work. Whether it be communicating with the places we use, the people we talk to, working with each school, with teachers, administrators, custodians, cafeteria staff, all those people have to be on the same page so we can provide this for everybody. And at the end of each day, when we've gotten kids back to school and we know we just gave a lifetime experience. And that to me is one of the best things we can do.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And then my final question is, what do you want us to know as a community about the outdoor school here in Frederick County that maybe we don't know? Something I didn't ask or something you weren't able to share?
I want everybody to know that we take our jobs very seriously, but we like to laugh a lot. We like to enjoy being out here with the kids. So when we're out here teaching our students, learning from our students, we want to laugh with them. We want to enjoy this moment and that experience with those kids. We want people to know that we have a dedicated staff of people, support staff, all these community members that are doing everything they can to make us successful. We're not just in isolation. We have to depend on so many people to get us to where we are. We have to use all these resources to make sure our students get this safe opportunity. So we're consistently working with each other and communicating with all these folks to make sure we have a great experience. We have a beautiful place. We have a great place to work. We have a great place to play. And we want everyone to see how great this space can really be. And some of those best moments are when we're getting ready to leave at the end of a day and the kids have had a great time and the parents will come up and say, I had a great day. This was amazing. And they've taken away something from it too. And the number of places we've gone and people who've lived here their whole lives will say, I didn't even know that existed. I've never been here. And it's here for them to enjoy.
As I was listening to you answer that question, you started off by talking about laughter. And it made me think about joy. So there's a lot of joy in the work that you all do, having spent time with you all over the past several years. And to see you all share that joy with one another as a team, but to also pass that on to our students and their families who are chaperoning and teachers is wonderful to see. And you talked about that, we talked about interdisciplinary earlier, but I just heard you talk about, in a way, interconnectedness. The work that you all do with others in the system, but also how interconnected we are in various ways to the nature around us, and how you all really help our students to be able to connect as well.
We're connecting with nature and we're connecting with each other. And we have to take that time to laugh and play and enjoy having this time. We know kids grow up fast. We know they're going to be adults at some point. We want them to laugh and play. We want the teachers to be able to laugh with their students. We want to provide everybody with an experience where at the end of the day, they're smiling with whatever happened, whether it be wonder, amazement, joy, laughter. We want to be a part of that, and we want to make sure they get that opportunity.
Appreciate that. It's a wonderful way to bring the curriculum and the content to life for our kids. Brett, thank you for everything you and your team do. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciate doing it.
Thanks for your time.
Absolutely.
It was wonderful being able to spend a little bit of time speaking with Brett Curry today. Not only did I get a chance to speak with him, but in such a beautiful environment. What he and our other 3 outdoor school teachers do every day is so essential to what we do here in Frederick County. They're able to take the curriculum and the content that we provide our students and get them outside to bring that content to life. They provide joyful experiences and learning opportunities for our students, their teachers, and those chaperones that are joining our students on those field trips. What they do is essential to the type of instruction that we provide here in Frederick County. Well, everyone, I hope you're able to get outside and enjoy all the beauty that Frederick County has to offer, along with taking care of yourself and each other, everyone. Until next time, be well.